grab it and post that in your groups and in your timelines. And I'm excited, man. I am excited to talk to you guys tonight about something that is near and dear to my heart. Believe it or not, it is not money. It is time, freedom, and flexibility. If money doesn't do anything else, you know what it does? It gives you, excuse me, three things: freedom, options, and choices. And I want you guys to always remember, in our organization, we're not chasing money, and we're not even really talking about money. We're talking about getting money as an issue out of the way. And tonight, my job is to help everybody watching solve one of their pain points. Now, what's a pain point? Well, typically people have a shortage of time, or they have a shortage of money, or they have a shortage of both. If you're working like crazy and you don't have a whole bunch of time, but you're a billionaire, it's kind of understandable because you got a lot of responsibility. If you're working like crazy and you don't have a whole bunch of money, then guess what? You're losing both on both ends. You're losing your time and you're losing your money. And that's something that we cannot afford to lose, is both. Put this in the notes, guys. I refuse to be broke and busy. Put that in the comments. I refuse to be broke and busy. So what we do, if you're brand new, we help you lift both of those forms of equity up. You got to get your time back, because your time will generate more what? More money. And if you get more money, you can always buy some more time. And we do that by showing you guys how to use strategies to get passive residual income. So I'm gonna hop right into it tonight. The first thing I want to do is show you what's taking most of your money as we speak, believe it or not, is being taken by these four entities, okay? These four entities, I call the first two husband and wife, and I call the next two the brother and sister. The two at the top that are married are taxes and debt. They have a direct correlation. And the two at the bottom are like siblings holding hands all the time: big business and inflation. Now, once you see what's stopping you from getting the money that you deserve, then the first thing you're going to do is look at why they're taking it, how they're taking it. And here's the big question: why are you allowing them to take it? That's what you need to be asking yourself. Okay, I know how they're taking it. They're taking it out my paycheck. They're taking it in the form of interest. Okay, I know why they're taking it, because I signed up for it when I got my job. But the question is, why are you still allowing them to take all your taxes? Why are you still allowing banks to bury you in debt? Why are you still allowing a big business to pull you in? And why are you letting inflation beat you up? See, put this in your notes. Taxes cause debt. That's why I say those are husband and wife. Taxes and debt are married. Because if the government didn't take so much out your paycheck, you wouldn't have to borrow so much for student loans, for credit cards, for your car note, for your mortgage. So in other words, if you make $50,000 a year and the government takes 18, you really take home 32. But when you got your house, they asked you what your gross was. So you put 50, but that's not what you make. So now they knew that. So now they put you in debt, because you got to try to find the extra 18 to pay for everything that you qualified for. See, it's a big game. The game is called capitalism. And what that means is industries and entities capitalize off you if you don't know the rules of the game. Well, tonight, I'm going to pull back the curtain. Give me some ones in the chat if you want me to pull it back. Let me just make sure I'm talking to the right group. Give me some ones in the chat if you need me to pull it back, pull it back, pull it back. I'm going to pull back the rules of the game so we can all start playing on an even playing field. That's all I'm asking for, is for it to be even. So this is what y'all got to remember, new people especially. I want y'all to hear this. If the government gave you a hint or some incentives as to what you could do to give less money to them, would you listen? If the source of the problem was whispering in your ear, you know what? You don't have to give us that much. You know what? You've given us too much. You know what? You should be investing that money. You know what? You're actually making us, government, you're making us wealthy. If they told you that, would you believe them? And if they told you that you didn't have to, would you take advantage of it? Most people are like, yeah. Well, I'm about to show you what they're telling you is just hidden in plain sight. Watch. If you make 50,000, you take home 32,000, the government took 18,000. So now you got to borrow 18,000. You're going to pay back 24,000 because you gave away another 6,000 that you could have been investing. Then here comes big business with a price increase on everything right now. They're going to blame it on COVID, right? Hey, we were shut down for 2 years, so we got to make up for it in plane tickets. We were shut down for 2 years, so we got to make up for it in gasoline, in hotel costs, in the groceries that you eat right now. If you don't look at the gas pumps right now and see that business owners control how much everything's cost, if you don't see that, then I got to question your sight. I got to question your vision. So where do you go when everything is up? Your taxes are up. Your debt is up. Prices are up. And your income is the same. I'm serious. Where are you going to be in 10 years if you're struggling now? Where are you going to be in 10 years when prices are even higher? Where are you going to be in 10 years when you still haven't paid off the debt you had 10 years ago and people are adding more debt? I know parents who just got out of student loan debt and their children are about to enter college. See how the cycle continues? I know parents who are just getting out of student loan debt and their grandchildren are about to start the process. Put this in the comments. It's time for something different. It's time for something different. And I'm gonna show you guys how simple this is. It's not as hard as people think. You're already sitting on the number one asset that you need. All you need is a house or apartment and a social security number. The government is giving you a hint. It's hidden in plain sight that you don't have to get taxed, overtaxed. You don't have to get taken advantage of. When I tell you this stuff is hidden in plain sight, it's hidden in plain sight. Let me prove it to you. Everything you have right now, internet service, cell phone bill, gasoline in your car, some food and entertainment when you eat out, everything you have right now that you do for a living can be part of your home-based business deductions, but you got to have a home-based business. So do you know the government actually penalizes you if you don't? Let me say this again. If you don't have a home-based business, the government takes about $600 to $800 a month more from you than if you do have a home-based business. You get to keep $600 to $800 a month and invest that money. So now you can become a millionaire on your own money. It's not another degree that's going to make you a millionaire. It's not another job that's going to make you a millionaire. It's not hitting the lottery that's going to make you a millionaire. Put this in the comments. It's my own money. It's my own money. So you become a millionaire, 500, 600 bucks at a time, and you let the compound interest hit you, the eighth wonder of the world. That's how you get wealthy. But you can't do it if the big four are beating you up. So what a home-based business does, it allows you to get your time back. I've been working out of my own house, out of my home, for 25 years. After graduating from Morehouse College, I got a job for 90 days. Long enough to know this wasn't for me. Long enough to know I didn't like how they was talking to me. Long enough to know 2 hours in traffic both ways from where I live by the airport in Atlanta all the way up to Beaver Ruin and Satellite Boulevard and Norcross. I couldn't do 2 hours each way 5 days a week. So I started working from home. And I'm gonna tell you guys something. It feels good that the only traffic I run into now is the dog when I trip over him in the morning. That's it. That's the only traffic I gotta worry about is weaving through him to take him outside. Why? Because I made a decision that if the government's gonna give me some money that I can keep in my pocket to work from home, I'm cashing in. So the question is, why aren't you cashing in? It's usually lack of knowledge. Let me show you this. Here's how the government operates. I'm gonna use me in this example. So we're not talking about some guy I heard about. I'm not talking about some guy I know. So I own a training company called Mentor to Millions. And in Mentor to Millions, we focus on 3 things: mindset, message, and money. So tonight we focusing on what? We're focusing on money. I'm also gonna get your mind right at the same time. Now, Haiti, my laptop went with me. When I was in Dubai, my laptop went with me. When I was in Italy, when I was in France, when I was in Aruba, everywhere you go, take your business. The government says if you got a home-based business and ours is one that requires education, I can take it all over the world. So why don't you have a home-based business? Now your vacations, your cell phone, your plane tickets, your hotel room, if you conduct some business while you're on the beach, you're not just on the beach, you're conducting business. So now the vacation becomes a business deduction. Brian, you can't do that. Oh, okay. So you think when Amazon or Google or Microsoft, you think when they take all their top executives on a retreat, a golf retreat, to get away and decompress, to get away and treat all the employees to a stress-free environment in the islands. Oh, let me get this straight. You don't think Microsoft or Amazon writes off all the food, all the expenses, all the plane tickets as a way to decompress for the high-level employees? Even the fuel on the jet they flying is tax deductible. And you're not writing off the gas in your car right now? So Amazon can do it, Microsoft can do it. Oh, but you can't do it. The answer is yes, you can. But you got to have a home-based business. You see? So then I took the money and parlayed it into 20 acres of land that I affectionately call bean acres. You see it on the left-hand side. It has a lake. It's fully stocked with fish. I got ATV trails. I got a house on the property that I rent out. Movie companies come over and rent the backyard. Production companies rent the front yard. People rent the middle of the yard. All types of money being generated. Why? Because we believe in this wealth principle that I'm about to show you right now. Cash, asset, cash. Everybody type CAC in the comments. Let me make sure I'm talking to the right group. Type CAC. So Brian, where am I going to get the cash? I'm about to show you. Our company has a membership where 3 things go down. These are your 3 biggest expenses, and 3 things go up. Here's the beautiful news. We do all the work for you. So our company and the membership will run what we call a 6-figure play. We're going to lower your taxes, your biggest expense. We're going to lower your debt because we're going to take the tax dollars and throw it on the debt. So now all that's going away. Then we're going to negotiate your expenses down. So we can get your cell phone bill down. We can get your internet bill down. We can get your cable bill down. They at Bean Acres and here at my primary, they lowered my ADT security bill. They lowered both of my internet bills. They lowered both cell phone bills. They lowered both my cable bills. Why? Because I need that cash back so I can create an asset. That asset generates more cash. That's a wealth principle. I don't care if you don't hear anything else I talk about tonight. Get you some cash, get you an asset. The asset makes more cash. Then it becomes addicting. Brian, I know this money game is expensive. I know it's gonna cost me an arm and a leg. No, it's not. $79 a month gets the membership. Please don't, whatever you do, don't let 2 figures a month cost you 4 figures a month. This is what amazes me about people, is that we have experts who every day, all day, these are corporations, they specialize in getting your credit scores up. They specialize in getting your taxes down. Those are 2 separate companies. A third company specializes in getting your bills reduced. Another company specializes in helping your debt disappear. Another company specializes in showing you land banking and private banking and how to grow your assets. Then our team specializes in how to get paid every day. Then I got a friend that actually looked at the $79 and said, Brian, I don't know. Who are these people that are helping me do all these things? I said, Joe, let me just tell you this. They're better than you. Here's why. People without money issues don't ask about $79. See, let me just say this. See, I wasn't knocking my friend Joe, but what I was trying to get Joe to see was, did I say Joe to see? Y'all get it. Anyway, what I was trying to get Joe, going like, I get it. Gwen, I always got a friend. If nobody catches my jokes, Gwen gonna get it. All right. So if I could just get Joe to see that his finances are in the position they're in because of him. If I could get Joe to see that $79 a month will bring back $600. The $600 a month can pay off another $300 a month in debt. The $300 a month and the $600 a month can be $900 that you invest in somewhere. The $900 a month can bring you double-digit returns that'll make you a millionaire. So why are we tripping over $79? Raise your hand virtually if you got a testimony. Anybody on this Zoom that has a testimony, I want you to raise your virtual hand so all the new people can see what has actually happened. Monifa, what's up, Monifa? Talk to me real quick. Give me your before and after story.
I knew you was gonna pick me. I don't know why.
Raise your hand.
Well, listen, before MWR, right? I was overpaying taxes $500 per bi-weekly. So per month now, that's $1,006 that I cash flowed back into my household. So what I did with that money was start to pay off my mortgage. So one more thing, let me get to my, can I get to my credit score or no?
Yeah, Joy, zip through it. Give me 60 seconds.
Okay, quickly. Okay, because of my credit score going up 107 points from a 644 to 751, I was able to save $34,000 in interest. And with that, I refinanced my house and I got a 20 from a 4.25 to 2.8 interest rate. Okay. Snowballing all of that tax money, W-4 tax money, I'm able to pay that off in 10 years versus 30.
Okay, so let's stop. You got $1,000 back in your account because of our enrolled agents. I mean, your household every month because of our enrolled agents with your business, home-based business, right?
Correct.
Your credit score went up over 100 points, which dropped your interest from a 4.2 to a 2 point something.
2.8.
Saving you how much over time?
Over $34,000 in interest.
That's called income shifting. Y'all do me a favor, man. Come off mute and give it up for my girl Monifa. Let her know audio.
Congratulations. Monifa, way to go.
Congratulations. Go.
Monifa, y'all gotta celebrate this kind of stuff. Monifa, every time I hear it, it just trips me out. People say, man, 2 points in interest saved all that money? Yes. Ms. Crockett, give me your before and after.
Hi, good afternoon and good evening, everyone. Since MWR, the expert has helped me adjust my W-4, and it got me back $250 into my household. What I did with the $250 was I paid off over the months 6 credit cards, which allowed my interest rates to go up from 576 to 716, which allowed me to purchase a home at 2.9% and a car at 2.8%.
Let me get it straight. Paying off the credit card debt is as a result of you getting your money back, that the little $79 brought you 3 figures back. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Now you got a new car and a new house, and you didn't have to get no new job. Am I right?
Absolutely.
Everybody come off mute and say, it's your own money. You got to claim it. Let's go.
It's your own money.
Give it away after this. I don't know what to tell you. See, it's your own money that you're not working. You got to work the money. And a lot of us just give it away, get a tax refund, pray that we get a blessing. You got the blessing. The blessing is your presentation tonight, right? Dr. Regina, give me your before and after. What you got for me?
Peace and blessings, everyone. Thank you, Brian. You know what? Before NWR, I was in $35,000 worth of debt. And since working with the expert, I have decreased my debt by $16,491.18, allowing me to now have a debt-free date in 1 year and 1 month, and I'm 6 months ahead of schedule. So I'm excited about that. So my debt-free date, instead of it being February 2023, is going to be this year, 2022.
Woo!
So I'm excited.
Debt free is the new sexy. Come off mute, everybody. Let Dr. Virginia. She's debt free, y'all. No,
Woo,
free.
that is wonderful. That is congratulations.
All right.
Let me tell you something, man. Here's a question I want y'all to ask yourselves. How much more money would you have if your debt was zero? Y'all ever thought about that? No mortgage, no car note, no student loans. See, Don, everybody think you got to be rich. What it is, you get wealthy $500 at a time. So if you don't owe nobody and every dollar that comes in is yours, can you see how you can win? Now say Don's net worth is not 100,000. Don's net worth is not 200. It's not $250,000. It's not 500,000. Don's net worth every year, this young man will be a millionaire, if he's not already, by the end of this year, because he's been working strategies consistently. Don owns land in Antelope Valley, California. Not one parcel, but two. Don, no, let me just let him tell you. How about that? What's up, Don? Don, how did the process begin, man, for you and Ruthie? What was the beginning of your journey to $1 million net worth?
Of course, man. So it's amazing, Brian, that you talk about those two figures, right? So those two figures that my wife and I decided to invest in ourselves brought us 5 figures back into our household, right? Over the next year, right? 2 figures, $79.99 brought us $15,000 or $12,000 back into our household that we was overpaying in taxes. 2 figures got my wife's credit score increased by 3 figures, right? She went from 660 to 816. 2 figures increased my credit score from a 787 to an 834, right? 2 figures helped us purchase 2 parcels of land and 2 private reserve accounts, Bing. 2 figures helped me purchase some assets this year alone that the second I purchased the assets, they increased by 4 figures. So when you literally sit here and do this breakdown, and I talk to people every day and they tell me they don't see the vision, it is not us. I promise you, anybody that's watching this, please don't allow 2 figures to stop your net worth from becoming 6 figures and 7 figures and 8 figures, because 2 figures and a team of experts and an amazing organization and a community has literally changed our life.
Period. Point blank. Don is the epitome. Y'all give it up for Mr. 2 Figures Turn 7. Give it up for Don
2
Wilson.
figures.
Figures. Right. Congratulations.
Y'all, before we go, this thing is serious. When we say 2 figures, we're talking about the $79. Y'all letting 2 figures, $79 a month, keep y'all from making 7, keep you from making 6, keep you from paying off 5, right? Guys, do me a favor, you in the chat. If you got, just for example, a credit score testimony, just put from ABC to 123. I want all the new people to see this. Just put from whatever you had, 501 to 706, from 689 to 803. I want y'all to see this. I ain't gonna say nothing else. Look at the chat. 644 to 751, 704 to 834. Look at this. These are people. Look at Lynn, 549 to 807, I believe 804. Look at this. This is just the credit department. Now, you grown enough and old enough now to know that your credit score determines how much you pay for money. Low credit score, high interest. High credit score, low interest. So you guys can see when he's saying, look what don't let 2 figures cost you 3. Look at what he's talking about. $79 a month is just one of our 6 pillars. Now, let me say this before we go. Brian, what's the business? I don't understand what the business is. Well, I'm glad you asked, right? The business is introducing people to the power of a home-based business. Put this in the comments. You are looking at it. This is the business. Right? For a limited time only. A business with us is $149.97, normally $228. Okay? I'm sorry, $129.97. Normally $228. It's $129.97. So put that in the comments. $129, and it's $119 per month. So for a few dollars more than the $79, you now have a whole business included. Now, what's my point? Now, as your organization grows and you introduce people to this concept, cash, asset, cash, introduce people to our membership, introduce people to our testimonies. If you can let us speak for you, you can win. So 129 opens a business for you. 119 a month maintains that business. Now, my good old friend, Broke Joe, you know what he said? Brian, I can't afford 119 a month. I said, I know, Joe. I know you can't. Because you're at Fridays every Friday buying drinks, but you can show out and buy everybody drinks. You spend 119 because I've seen you do it. Your Visa and MasterCard that you're putting the drinks on is what you're whipping out. So the drinks that you're putting on the credit card end up costing you $280 because you're paying the minimum balance. You see? You haven't let the experts look at your pay stubs yet, so you're not getting the money back from the government in your pay stubs because you get a tax refund next year when really you should be getting that money this year. So everybody who says, I don't have 119 a month, didn't listen to anything I said. Don't be like Joe. That's not my friend's name. I'm just protecting the innocent in case he sees this. Don't be like him, okay? If you don't have 129 or 119 a month, you did not hear how we get it back instantaneously for you. And then as I conclude, here's what happens. Your cell phone will start looking like this, where now you're getting $5 a day for introducing 3 people to our business. 5 times 3 is 30 is 150. Now your business covers itself. Wait a minute, Brian, how do I get $5 a day? Introduce 3 people. Now your first daily pay trigger kicks in, and it goes all the way up to $1,000 a day. So for example, guys, I'm on what's called level 9. I'm rapidly approaching level 10. Level 9 is $500 a day. So here's how it'll look on your phone, right? That's what it looks like. First, you'll get 5 a day, 150 a month. Then you'll get 20 a day, 600 a month. Then you'll get 30 a day, then 50 a day, then 100, 150, 200, 300, 400, 500. So now you mean to tell me, because I got on the Zoom, did a couple of Facebook Lives, stayed consistent, plugged some people into us, I now have a base of 15 grand a month if I just wake up, because 500 a day is my minimum, on top of my residual income, on top of the bonuses, on top of the tax savings, on top of my low interest, on top of the 20 acres, on top. See, every time you get or become part of this organization, and every time you stick around people like us, you grow a little bit intellectually, and your pockets start to grow financially. All because I invested, in my case, 228, but you can invest 129 and get the same thing. I know some of y'all like getting paid monthly. I know some of y'all like getting paid weekly, but it's nothing like getting paid daily. Now, I'm telling you guys from the bottom of my heart, if you're brand new, now is the time, if never before, coming off of COVID, people are more open now to working from home than ever before. 700,000 people walked off their jobs in a 90-day span last year. 700,000 people. They call it the Great Resignation. This country has never seen that many people say, you know what, I'm tired. I can't deal with it. I can't deal with the stress. I can't deal with the pressure. I can't deal with these quotas. I can't deal with these mandates. So people are more open now than they've ever been to making daily pay from home. I'll close with this. We use a simple motto. 5 15, 50. Brian, what's 5, 15, 50? Introduce 5 people. Your business is now free. That mushrooms to 15, not because of you, but because of them. You at $600 a month minimum. That mushrooms to 50, you have between $2,500 and $3,000 a month minimum. That's the base for everything we do in our organization. Let's get you 5 people, introduce yourself. Let's mushroom that to 15 with their help, and let's mushroom 15 to 50 with all of them. Now you got a residual check coming every month, and you didn't do anything for it but start something before the masses caught on. Listen, guys, that's my 32 minutes of fame. If 119 a month is keeping you from making a decision to earn or save 4 figures a month and make 5 figures a month and get a net worth of 6 figures a year or have a 7-figure career, this is not the organization for you. If you're screaming about 119, please keep your money. I promise you. If you're ready to rock and roll, whether you choose the membership only, which is $79, or whether you choose the 119 a month and the business, the person that introduced you is just going to ask you, are you a 2, which is the membership only, or are you a 1, which is the business? Your number that you give us determines the game plan that we give you. If you're a 2 and you only want the membership and no extra money, then we show you how to upload your documents and let the experts get you financially stable. If you're a 1, we upload the documents with you, but we also want to get you paid every day. Let us know what's comfortable for you. I'm meeting and doing a training tonight in about 25 minutes with all of our Power of 1 qualifiers. The information will be put in the forum and a special password just for you if you're a Power of 1 qualifier. I'll see you guys in 30 minutes. And everybody else, we'll see you on Thursday night, right back here, same password, same Zoom on Thursday night for another overview. You guys have a good night. Thanks for your time.